It won't work on that. You cannot hear my audio at all. It's just complete that, and the sound is horrible. This phone is not made for that. Unfortunately, I cannot cover protests on here right with the setup I have on this phone. The other phone did it, and you were able to hear, we were able to talk about stuff, but you cannot hear my voice at all because you cannot change the audio on the phone like you could my other phone. So unfortunately, we are stuck with sunsets. So we are not able to cover the protests at all right now until I have a better phone. So it's only going to be able to be live things. So unfortunately, I did try, but I tried testing the audio, and you can't change it on that phone, and it's not going to work with the setup we have. So we are with this, and I apologize about that, but that's what I got. But apparently, the phone that I'm streaming on, is not anything like the other, where you can change your audio to where we can lower that and still be able to talk back and forth and watch what we got to watch. So I can't. It would just be a boring stream. It'd be adding no content to it, and that's not what I would like to do. So I tried. But yeah, no, we can't. We're not going to be able to do that, unfortunately. So we'll continue this stream for another 20 or 30 minutes just to watch the sunset, and then we'll call it a night. Unfortunately, like I said, I lost the good phone I had, and because of the X and all that, and that put this channel in a bit of a bind. I'm doing this all from a free phone, basically a crappy phone, not a free phone, but a phone that's very cheap. I think it costs $100 for everything, with the minutes and everything. So you have to pay the taxes and the minutes and that. But it's the cheapest phone you could possibly get. So unfortunately, the video is horrible. The audio is bad. On screen recording, it's not strong enough to do it. It's laggy. It's just not a good phone for it. The processor's not good enough for nothing. But unfortunately, I tried. Can't fix the audio issue on it. It does not have a setting like my other phone had, to where we could still talk and you can actually hear me over all the noise in the background, where we could actually discuss what's going on. So unfortunately, I won't be able to screen record until I get a better phone. This phone will not let me do it. But I did try. And we still get a good view. Yeah, and honestly, I'm not sure I want to do protests that much anymore. I know it's how we all started and all that, but it's just, or at least right now, I'm so stressed out every day of figuring out how I'm going to do this, and then to hear a bunch of people scream back and forth about stuff like their life is so horrible when they get to have a home to go home to, and they have all these things that they're not, blessed to have, and they're worried about all this other stuff that's just not true, and it's just, I don't know, it's just, when you live, when you have nothing, you take a lot more, you look at a lot of things a whole lot different, I guess, and so many people complain about how bad things are when they have a great life, Yeah, it just sucks. I mean, in a way, I kind of, I do like doing it, the screen recording stuff and all that. But this phone will allow me to do it like that. At least we can still go live though, I'm blessed to have that ability, and I'm definitely not, I don't like the camera view or how it is, but it is what it is. We're still able to do something, and continue our content and not just, fall off the face of the earth and have, nobody around. But like I said, I do apologize that I tried to, I didn't know that, until Danny said they were going on, I didn't even know they were going on, and I switched over real fast to try to do that, and that just did not work. And honestly, maybe it's for the best, they're just so ridiculous. We don't even have kings. It's like, how are you going to protest something we don't even have? They wouldn't be allowed to do what they were doing if we had kings. It just makes no sense. Oh, that sun is so bright. Sorry, I could put the visor down. It's the only bad part about doing the sunset thing. It's very, very, very bright. But for those of you who don't know, I did go to work today. It ended up not being a full day. It only ended up being 2 hours work today because the plumber didn't finish their job, so he couldn't do the bathroom like we were supposed to. So I only painted a section of the house outside that he had to replace some T111 on. And then I cleaned out the gutters, and then I raked up some of the backyard. It took me about 2 hours to do. So I made a little bit of money today, but it's better than none. It just stinks considering Monday's job canceled as well. But at least I have a little bit of money to, you know, make it a few days and continue from there. You know, it's Monday's job's got rescheduled for, she has to push it out a week or two. She fell ill or whatnot. Not going to get into it, but it's fine. It is what it is. You know, it just stinks when you're looking forward to all this. You know, like today was supposed to be a full day and of work, and I was excited about that, and then Monday, and that would have been 2 full days, and that would have paid for a lot of stuff. And now I'm back onto the stressful level again, trying to figure it all out. It is depressing. It's I would much rather just talk to you guys and watch sunset or do any of that anyways than hear people yell about how bad things are when they don't have no idea how bad things can get, you know. 90% of those people in the streets haven't suffered a day in their life, and they're worried about kings that we don't have. It's a very sad thing, but it is what it is. People always find something they're unhappy with, or just because, you know, they don't get their way or whatnot, you know. Oh, but anyways, before I was speaking too, I was about something. I was at the grocery store today. I was just looking at prices of stuff. I went down to get a bottle of water and a can of raviolis, and the raviolis are like $2 now. And I was I do get it when I have low sugar. That's when I get back. Like $4 for a 2 liter. It was almost $4 for a Reese's Pieces cup. Like, I don't know what's going on with these prices. And I know they've been high for a long time. It's just, you know, things are so ridiculous. It's why it costs you $20 to have a meal, you know, and why it's so hard to get out of this situation. You know, unless I eat out of a can every day, I can't afford to eat. You know, I can't buy a hamburger or all these things that are, you know, I'd love to eat. I've got to eat, you know, cheap food, which is horrible for me. It's all processed and not real proteins and things I'm not even supposed to have pasta. But you gotta eat cheap, you know. Every time I buy a sandwich, it's like $10 for a sandwich. It's like, how am I supposed to save if I can't, you know, if I've got to spend $30 to $40 to eat, you know, 2 meals a day and get drinks for the day and then still figure out fuel and all this other crap. It's so hard. It's so hard. Everything is so expensive. And I'm blessed to find, you know, the work. It's really depressing when you think, you know, you have a couple days, good days worth of, you know, good hours, and then they just disappear like that. You know, what I thought was going to be 16 hours, but between the 2 days, is that ended up only being 2 hours, and that's a huge loss of money. You know. That was going to pay my insurance. It's going to fill up the fuel tank. That was going to pay for food for a week or two. That was going to be, you know, no stress for a little while. And I just want to get it to where I'm not living day to day, how I've got to figure out, you know, how I can eat more than once, or how I can, you know, live like a normal person and not feel sick, because I'm getting very, very sick out here. My sugars are just so bad lately. And I'm going to end up losing a limb or something if I don't take care of myself. Or dying. I mean, when your sugars are above 180, anything over 180 is horrible for your body. It starts eating at your body and destroying all your organs, your brain, your liver, your feet, your blood cells, your veins or whatever. It attacks everything, your nervous system. And my average is double that every day. I'm averaging 300 to 400, 500 sometimes every day. And it's literally killing me. And it's just stressful, you know. Because I can't afford to eat 3 or 4 meals a day like I'm supposed to. Take my insulin. I'm pretty sure my insulin's spoiled. I just don't think that's working either. But I can't afford to eat the proper things I'm supposed to be eating or doing all this. And it's just like, how am I supposed to, live without the proper stuff, and then still, work and do all this other stuff, and which I'm doing, but it's like, it's a battle every day to figure out exactly how to do it. But, all I can do is keep trying and continue the process the best I possibly can, but it's absolutely annoying because, I'm tired of being hungry every day. I'm tired of of stressing every day. I just want to live one day where I'm saying, okay, you know what, I know I'm going to be all right for this week, or I'm going to be all right for this month. But I don't get that opportunity, and it's starting to really get to my nerves, and it's like, it's been a long time, man, and I can't get out of it. It's not that I'm not trying, because I'm going to work. I'm doing all the things I got to do. But it's just, I don't know. And then you get so many people saying, do this, do that. It's like, I've tried a zillion different things. It's not like I'm not trying. You just don't. A lot of people don't see the struggle of how it is exactly when you're in that situation. It's easy to say, do this or do that. But when you're homeless and you don't have a shower, you don't have a bathroom, you don't have a place to cook, you're always feeling sick. You're doing your best, but you're just down all the time. And then trying to do everything else on top of it. It's a battle. I battle every day for my life. No, you're all right, witness. I have lost a lot of weight, though. It's horrible. I think I'm, I've always been a skinny guy. But I've probably lost about 15 pounds, which is not good for me. At my weight, I'm 6'2", and I was 180. I'm probably down to 165 now, and it's just I don't understand. I don't know how to not change this. It's like, if I eat good and like I'm supposed to, I'm gonna, then I don't eat every day because I can't afford to. It's either have one good meal every few days or have a bunch of small, crappy, unhealthy things. And then on top of that, I don't even know what some days I can do, even have the small, crappy things. It's just like, it's overwhelming me right now. And it's to the point to where, like, I don't know, like I'm losing my mind almost out here. Like, and I'm trying, guys. I'm really trying. And I'm not giving up. But it's so much. It's so much. It really is. Like, I just wish I could have a day where I didn't worry about anything. And I haven't had one of those days in a long, long time. Between sweating every day in this van and just feeling miserable, to my sugars being high, to not knowing how I'm going to eat, to not knowing how I'm going to pay insurance, to not knowing how I'm going to put fuel in this van. It's just, it becomes so overwhelming. And I wish I had my birth certificate, my social security card, but then I'd still have the problem of my hygiene is horrible, man. I'm not, and I hate to say it, but I'm a gross person right now. I mean, there's no way around that. That's what happens when you have no way to, stay properly, with your hygiene and whatnot. And to go out, and nobody's gonna hire me the way I am right now. I'm gross. I mean, these customers that are letting me in their house, they understand because of my situation, but when you're working for a company, it's a whole lot different. Oh, there's gonna be so much more work, and I know I'm gonna get there, because each job I do, I'm getting more word of mouth, and people are, okay, well, he's not only a nice person, but he's actually good at what he does. So, I mean, it'll help, and I'll get there. But it's just that process of, when can I not suffer? When can I not be hungry? When can I actually just be healthy for a day? When can I, when can I shower? It's that stress, being in the van, sweating all day, I can deal with. It's annoying, it's uncomfortable. I can deal with it. Not having a shower, I hate it, but it's something I have to deal with. But not eating every day, and like I'm supposed to have, I can't, like I said, I made $50 today. If I were to eat 3 meals today like I should, that's going to cost $40. That's not even including drinks, or like I've got to keep up on water and keep up on, the fuel in the van. To eat every day like a normal person, to where I'm actually being held for myself, I haven't been able to afford to do it in a long time, and it is what it is. And unfortunately, it's one of those things that, life is life, and you just gotta try your best. But it's just to feel this way every day is it's a very hard thing. It's a very, very hard thing. I really gotta clean up this van too. It's getting gross. But I'm just gonna continue to try to use the neighborhood app. It's been there for me. It's been very good. I know so far right now, I don't have anything till Thursday. I do have other people that said they wanted something, but I haven't heard back from them yet for next week. The 3rd, I'm supposed to have a moving job and helping them move and whatnot. So hopefully that still is a go. But it's just, I don't know, But it is a beautiful evening. And welcome, John. But today is just, another day. And, I'm not always going to be homeless. I'm not always going to be in this van. And one day I'll look back at this and I know it's going to make me a stronger person. I just gotta find a way to not be in this van forever. And get out of this situation. It's a tough world for everybody right now, though. Whether you're homeless or not, it's just so expensive. But it is an absolute beautiful day out, and that I can be blessed for, to have this view. I'll take it any day of the week. Oh man, I hope gas goes down soon too. That's killing me in fuel, because I gotta move this thing around so much. I really, really hope that goes down, because I've got so much to pay in the next 2 weeks, and not a lot of jobs coming in right now. Ugh. I'm gonna get there. I'm just gonna tell myself that and stop stressing, because even stress is horrible for my blood sugar. Like I said, I think my insulin's pretty spoiled, so I've got to, I don't think it's working at all anymore. I think that's why I've been sick the last couple days pretty bad. But I am gonna, like I said, I have to go see this doctor on Monday. So it's kind of good that person can't, well, not good, I could have went to the doctor any day, but I'll do it Monday now. But they take people without insurance, at least so I'm told, so I've got to go talk to them. I don't know. It's like a walk-in clinic, but they'll treat you if you don't have insurance. But I'm not sure exactly what they're going to be able to do for me. Insulin's so expensive, and all my diabetic needs, which I'm pretty much out of almost everything again. But Monday I should be able to take care of that. What insulin I do have left, like I said, I'm pretty sure it's spoiled. Oh, that breeze is starting to come, and I love the evening breeze. And this is something, it's the biggest thing I look forward to all day, is just that little breeze you get in the evening, where you're just not sweating anymore. Well, you're still sweating, but it feels good because like the breeze is blowing on your sweat, so it actually cools you down even more. If that makes sense. It's like the perfect feeling. And that's what I have to look forward to right now, is every day is that little breeze in the evening. And I cherish that little breeze so much. Oh, man, I'm tired today. Hopefully next week the farm people will need me back too. They said they're gonna wait for the grass to grow a little bit. So I'm not exactly sure when, but we'll be back down on the farm eventually. I like it. Those people are really nice. And they cook me such a nice lunch. I miss their cooking. Last time I was there, they made me steak, eggs, and sausage. It was amazing for breakfast. Not breakfast, lunch. They call it I call it lunch, but they call it their second breakfast. Oh, what a view, though. What a view, a view. Oh man, I'm so tired. It's so hot. But it is cooling down at least. I'm very thankful for that. Hopefully I can line up something for earlier in the week. Like I said, I'm good till I'll have enough money for food till at least Monday. I bought some raviolis and something. I've got to figure out something for dinner that's actually going to not be pasta. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do for dinner yet. I've got to eat cheap, but I also have to, I have to be fed, like, be full for once. Like, I'm so, like these little, like, I eat enough to knock off the edge a little bit, but I'm hungry every day. It's hard to be, feel like you're not eating enough. But I don't know. I'm just happy to have what I have, at least, though, and to have the friends I have on here, and I might not have a family, but I have you guys, and you guys are pretty much my family anyway, so I'm blessed for that. There are good people in this world, and a lot of them are in this room right now. A lot of people take their time out of their day, even if it's just a handful of viewers we get now. I'd rather have a small audience that actually cares, and we'll sit here and we'll talk, or we'll just watch the sunset together and enjoy each other's company, than have 500-600 viewers at a time, that just don't want to, that don't understand the feeling of what it is to be homeless or sick or whatnot. Man, sorry, I'm just always tired too nowadays. Always tired, whether I'm at work, whether I sleep good, whether I don't sleep good. Just tired. My body's very tired of this. Oh, well, it's such a beautiful night. And I'm sure in a month or so, once I've got so many jobs down too, that things will kick up a lot. Once I get my name out there a little bit more. I know sometime next week I do have that one lady in the high rise again. I'm not sure what day that will be. But that's usually working for her is only a few hours here and there, so it's just a few hours. But she's at least in town, so that's nice. I don't have to drive 20 minutes like I did today to make 40 or 50 bucks, Well, I made basically 40 because I had to spend 10 of that in gas. I'm still low on gas because of it. Ugh. It is almost time for sunset. Oh man, I just need to wake up, I guess. I'm so tired. I just feel like I'm drained. Half of it's probably because I'm sick too. Sick and hungry at the same time is not a good combination. Like I said, I did have lunch today. Some raviolis after work. But that's just, I mean, this is not satisfying. It sucks. Just still feel hungry after you've already eaten. Oh man. Oh. Actually, quite a few people coming down to watch the sunset here tonight. Usually it's pretty quiet down here. A lot of people bring their dogs down here too. It's a nice little park. This is just the back of it, the waterfront area. In the back they got a big playground, they have bathrooms and all that. It's actually a pretty big park. Oh, it's so pretty. I wish the colors showed exactly how I see it, though. It's the colors on this camera aren't the best, but it still looks good on there, but the details aren't there. The sun looks very massive today. You can't really tell on the screen, but it just looks very big today. So pretty. Just for this 1 hour, you get to, kind of focus in on the good things in life, like the sunset and the fact that we're still alive and we're here together, You don't get many good moments lately, but it is a good moment when you see a pretty view and realize how beautiful the world really can be. It might be dark most of the day and gloomy, but there's just that one moment. As we say goodbye to the sun for the day. I like the evenings better because it's not 1,000 degrees in the van when it's evening, so I kind of like when the sun goes down as well. Oh man, I am so tired lately. I can't stop yawning all the time. Even when I sleep, it's just I wake up and I feel like I haven't. I know a lot of that's just because I don't have proper, nutrition right now. Um, but I don't know. It's weird how fast the sun moves when it's, from one point to the other an hour before sunset, but all day it barely looks like it's moving at all. Until the sun actually sets. Because it went from, above to what we can see to, almost all the way down in just 45 minutes. From the first stream that I started. It's crazy how fast it moves all the way down. I mean, it's not. It's all because the angle of whatever the directory it's going in an angle, but it's not moving any faster really. But it just looks faster because of the direction. Just interesting. Very, very interesting. And it's almost down. And another night we made it through. Such a pretty view. And it's almost there. Sorry, I'm not saying as much tonight. I'm just so exhausted. It's just been a whole long journey, and some days it's too overwhelming. More than a person should have to handle. Nobody should ever have to wonder how they're going to eat or survive the next day, every day of their life. It becomes a lot. Oh man. Well, goodbye, sun, till tomorrow. And enjoy the cool temperatures for the evening. My daily look-up thing is that. But anyways, guys, I am super exhausted and still feeling very sick. So I'm going to end the stream now that the sunset has set it. We'll be back tomorrow. Anybody wishes to support the channel, it's not expected, but it is appreciated. The links are in the description, also scrolling below, and you have the QRL code to the left. But regardless, liking, sharing, subscribing, that's all free. We will be back tomorrow. I am out for the night, and I am going to try to rest tonight and find something for dinner first that's cheap, and that will, for the love of God, please fill me up, because I am so tired of being sick and hungry and feeling nauseous all the time because I'm not eating properly. So I'm going to go try to find some food that somehow in this world nowadays is cheap enough to survive. So wish me luck. Anyways, good night, everybody. And we appreciate you all coming in. Oh, what did that say? Yes, I'm going to go rest, and we will be back tomorrow for sure. I don't have anything tomorrow, so we'll definitely be live tomorrow. I might even go live twice tomorrow. I'm not sure, so depending on how I feel, but I'll definitely be back for the sunset. We'll either do it here at Bay Park tomorrow. I'm not sure yet, depending on exactly where I'm at. I've got to save as much fuel as possible because I've got 6 gallons left, and I need to save this money that I just made today so I can eat for the next few days. But anyways, everybody have a wonderful evening. And yes, tomorrow's a new day, and I'm going to try to, look at the positives and continue to, maybe I'll get a mail tomorrow that I have work next week earlier, and things will be a little bit better. Just got to pray for the best and make it another day. So anyways, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you guys so much again. And have a good evening.